Hello everybody, and today I'm going to continue with learning outcome number 8 of the word processing course that we're doing. And this part of the course we're just looking at deleting and inserting text on a document. Okay. Now I have the document opened here, and I'm just going to assume that you have actually saved it into your folder, and we're going to jump straight to instruction number 5. Okay. So this is where we have to do the work on the document. So the first instruction there you can see is any text with a line going through it you are to delete. Okay, and you can see there are two pieces of text with lines going through it, and we're going to delete those from the document. So the first thing, a couple of ways, different ways of doing this, and I'm just going to show you two different methods. So if I left click in behind the word chance there, just try that again, doesn't seem to have done it. And you see the cursor flashing in there, and then just use the backspace button on your keyboard, and you just keep doing it. Don't hold it down continuously, otherwise it'll run away off with you. You could lose control of it, just one at a time. And there you are, we've got rid of that line there. The next one down here on the document that is these two lines in the first paragraph, the last two lines in the first paragraph. And I'm going to use the selection method that we normally use. So put the mouse out on the left hand side of the text, and we get the white arrow, we left click and drag down, selecting the two pieces of text. Okay. Now simply, when it's like that, actually, we can do it a very simple way of deleting it. You just press delete on your keyboard, which I've done, and you see that it disappears. Okay. Right, the next thing we're asked to do is run a spelling and grammar check on the document. Okay, and this is very, very useful if you're sending a document or a business letter. You want to make sure that there are no spelling errors in it. So we do this by clicking on review up here on the toolbar. And then over here on the left hand side, it gives us a couple of different options. We're going to click on check document. It might be slightly different on some computers. It could be spelling and grammar check. So I'm just going to left click on that. And this opens up a menu over here on the right hand side, and it tells me that there are 11 spelling errors and 4 grammatical errors. So we're going to correct these, and Word will do this for you. Okay, so we're going to start off with the spelling. Go left clicking on spelling, and here it picks up a word. You see it on the document, surprise. It's spelled incorrectly, so it gives us a suggestion here, which I know is the correct one, so I'm going to just left click on that. The next word it picks up is Loxy, which is the name of a horse, so that is correct, so we're just going to click ignore once on that. And then it picks up the next word, which is raced, is spelled R-A-C-I-D, but the correct spelling is R-A-C-E-D, and it's given us the correct suggestion, so I left click on that. It goes on again to the word Loxy. I'm going to ignore that. Straight is spelled incorrectly in the document, but the correct suggestion is here. Left click on that to change it. Again, Loxy comes up again. We'll get rid of that. Ignore once. It's picked up that there are two words here together, de and de. So we're just going to click on. See what down here it says delete repeated word. Which I've done. Difference then is spelled incorrectly, and it gives the correct suggestion here. And we just left click on that. Then it goes up to the top to national, and we're going to left click on that, on the suggestion, which is correct. Rushing is wrong on the document, but the correct one is here. Left click on that. And parade is spelled incorrectly, so we're going to left click on that. It's picked up Loxy again, so just click ignore on that. Ignore and ignore. Okay. Now that means that all of the spelling errors are corrected. Okay. Now we're going to sort out the grammatical ones, so left click on grammar. Okay, so there's a space problem here, so we're just going to pick up the suggestion and go with that. Same with racetrack is all the one word, and of course that should be win instead of won. And now it gives us a message saying you have finished reviewing editor suggestions, so just left click on OK. And now your document is grammatically and spelling is correct. Okay. So now the next thing we're asked to do is insert your name into the header on the left hand side. Okay. So I'm just going to get rid of the spelling menu over here, and to put your name in the header, you click on insert. You click on header over here. Just click on the one on the top. Okay, and that puts us into the header. And you just can over type that there, so just put your name in. So I'll just put my name in there. Now you can see it's already on the left hand side, so you don't need to do any more to it. Okay, and to get out of the header then you just press escape, the ESC button, which is up on the top left hand side of your keyboard. Alright, and that gets us back into the document. Now it says insert today's date in the footer on the left hand side. Okay, so this time we go to insert again. We click on footer this time. Just left click on the top box that comes up. And then you just put today's date, just overtype it, 27 of 4th, 2020. Okay, and again, to get out of the footer, same method, just press the escape key on the top left hand side of your keyboard. Okay, now the next instruction is open LO8 insert text document. So just open this up, which I've done here, which is this one here, and we're asked to copy the text and paste it in under the text of the original document. Okay, so we copy it. So we do this by just put the mouse out on the left hand side, left click with, you get the white arrow, and drag it down. And you can use either the mouse or the toolbar icon. So I'm just going to use the toolbar icons, which is this one here. Copy, left click on that. Then go back down to the Word icon on the bottom of your screen and then click back into the original document. We're going to paste it underneath the last paragraph, which is here. So just left click in behind rights there, press enter, and that gives us a space. And now I'm going to just click on paste up here. And there the words go in. Okay. Next thing is save it as LO8 part 3 amended. Okay, so we'll save that. So you just file, save as, you find your folder, and you slightly different on my computer again. So I go John's file here, and I'm going to save it as, open that folder, and it says LO8 part 3. And it's amended. Okay, and save that. Okay, save there. Now the next instruction is copy all the text in the document and paste it into a new blank Word document. Okay, so we need to copy all the text. So we can do this by simply by pressing Control and A together on your keyboard, and again using the toolbar icons. I can left click on copy, then click on file, and then click on new, and then click on blank document. It's all left click, by the way. And then again up here I'm just going to left click on paste. Okay, and you can see it's copied all of the text into a Word document. Now we have a bit of a problem here in that the text of the last paragraph we pasted in is in a slightly different line than the rest of the text. So we're just going to correct that. So I'm going to select all of this here, again, usual method. And then up here on the top, you see the two little arrows, one facing left, one facing right. Just left click on the one on the right hand side. And that brings all the text into line. Looks a bit better, okay. There are some space errors coming up on that, so I'm just going to maybe go back into review once more. Check the document. Okay, it tells me there's 3 spelling errors, so we better, well, Loxy's picked up again, so we're going to ignore that. And again, ignore that. And again, ignore that. Okay. And then the grammar, it says there's 4. Rights, yeah, we can ignore that. I think it's okay. And we can resume that. And then horses, yeah, okay, we can go with that one. And against me, and losses. Okay, so that's just a bit more of the spelling and error correction. So we just left click on the OK. And now we can just save the document, as I said before. So it's File, Save As. John's file has come up because I've used it before, and this time we're going to save it as LO8 part 3. Again, I have to go back and change that star to an 8, and this time it's updated. put my name beside it because when we're printing we'll know whose it is. And then you just click save and you're done. That's it. So hopefully that will be a bit of a help to you. And again, when we get back to class, we can review all of this and print out all our documents. Thank you very much.